Hi.
Hello.
Okay. My name is Tanae. I'm the current president of our NAACP chapter.
Great.
And so I just have a few questions. During your entire presentation, I noticed that you failed to mention that feminism is the belief that men and women are equal. So do you not think this? And then also, I noticed when you were talking about America's values and about how great America is, you failed to mention that our nation was built on the power of white men without the acknowledgement of black people, the Indians, women at least. So do you not think that men and women are equal? Do you not acknowledge the problems that we have here in America that does, in fact, not make America great?
All right. No. Let's be respectful.
I mean, not triggered. I understand how to handle myself, unlike some Trump supporters.
Guys. It was a perfectly reasonable, respectful question. Let's be respectful.
Thank you.
On the first half of your question, women don't agree with you. Fewer than 1 in 5 women in America describes themselves as a feminist, even though over 85% of them believe in inequality between the sexes. Why? Because they know that feminism has become something different now. They know that the feminism you're talking about, it's very convenient, isn't it, to sort of treat men like shit, and then when people say, I'm not a feminist, say, oh, but feminism's out of quality. That's not what feminism has become. It's not what feminism is anymore. Feminism is a mean, vindictive, spiteful, nasty, man-hating philosophy.
So
that
why
has very
would you
little, well, let me
promote-
finish, because I let you finish, okay? That has very little to do with the equality of the sexes, and a lot to do with man-hating. And the way that you know that is women are abandoning it in their millions. Women don't want feminism anymore. They have rejected your version completely. They don't agree with you. In the UK, the numbers are even worse. Just 7% of women in the UK describe themselves as feminist, despite the fact that 92% of women in the UK believe in equality of the sexes. It's very clear what's happening. They don't believe that those two things mean the same, because if they did, they'd give the pollsters the same answer to both those questions. Women know that feminists say one thing and do another. Women know that the primary purpose of feminism these days isn't to promote equality, it is to beat down on men. So you've lost, you have a big PR problem on your hands. And when you come up and say, well, how dare you not mention that it's actually just about equality of the sexes? Don't you believe in equality of the sexes? I very clearly said in my speech multiple times that I do, and that I love women, that I care about them. But, this sleight of hand that feminists play, when they're perfectly happy to treat men like shit and spread these conspiracy theories about the patriarchy, these lies about the wage gap, lies about campus rape culture, and then turn around and play the victim and play innocent and say, feminism's just about equality. Give me a break. Give me a break.
So,
as to your second part of your question, I get some shit from conservatives for this answer, by the way, but I agree with you. I agree with you that there are structural historical problems in this country. I agree with you that black community has been treated like hell by both Democrats and Republicans. I just don't think Black Lives Matter is the answer. I don't think that throwing your toys out the pram and burning your own cities is the answer. I think better schools would help. And I think if black people really wanted to improve their lot and improve their situation, they would start voting for Republicans. Because when they do, and when people police properly, black lives are saved. Bill Clinton, who signed the crime bill in which took thousands of black dads out of families and threw them in jail, the terrible, pointless, awful war on drugs, right? Replacing, the black dad with the state, which is what Democrats have systematically tried to do to you guys for generations. And Black Lives Matter's response isn't to say, we're going to try voting for the other guys because 40 years of this hasn't worked. What we want is better schools so that a poor black child who is smart could go to Harvard. They don't do that. They cause a fuss, they block a road, and they burn their own towns down. So yeah, I agree with you that there's a problem. But I think we probably have very, very different prescriptions for that.
May I ask you a question? And wait a minute. No, you can't ask me a question.
Because you can't answer the question.
Oh, you can't ask me a question, honey. I can't answer, so don't even try.
What attracted the father of the Orlando terrorist to your candidate?
He's a mentally ill individual who ran for president.
I get it.
Pardon me?
What attracted him to your candidate? And your answer was he's mentally ill.
His answer
Pow.
Stop smiling and smirking like it's a funny thing.
This is Owen Schroyer for Infowars.com. I'm out here. Are you a WashU student?
Yes, I am.
WashU student who supports Hillary Clinton. Now, you've got a sign that says, love trumps hate. I've never really understood that. Could you explain that to me?
I think it's just that, I'm not well spoken.
Hillary supports
Thank
love
you.
and Trump does not.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's what that means? Hillary likes love and Trump likes hate?
Yes,
What examples or what makes you feel that way?
because Trump's racist.
What has he done that's racist?
Just everything, like everything that comes out of his mouth.
Hiring people of every race, color, and creed is racist?
Well, not hiring, but some of the comments that he makes regarding like different genders and different like races and just like anyone who he doesn't consider a true American, which he defines the white male as like.
When did he do that?
I don't want to talk to you anymore. So.
Well, I'm not surprised. This is what happens when you try to talk to liberals who have no knowledge or information.
You're very good at.
I'm all right.
No.
You want to warn your friend about me before he does
No,
this
we
interview?
saw.
We saw you were saying that.
But how come? All right, here we go. Let's go.
You'd be just very dominant with your.
Owen Schroyer from Infowars.com dominating out here, as my friend here just said. Why do you have this sign, sir?
Because I'm very much against Trump and everything he stands for.
Okay, so what exactly does your sign mean, though? Love trumps hate.
Well, I feel like Donald Trump does a lot of things that could be construed as evil, and I don't like that. And obviously,
Like, can you name one?
How about the video that was just released?
From 1995?
That was not 1995. That was
I'm sorry, 2005?
2005, not 1995.
Okay, well, so you don't talk about that with your friends, when you're out?
No,
You've never said anything like that?
no. Why would I?
Okay, well, this man is a perfectly good, honorable gentleman, so I admire that. So don't you think it's ironic, though, that there's all these people out here that hate Trump holding up a Trump's hate sign?
What do you mean? Love Trump's hate.
Yeah, but you hate Trump.
Obviously, yeah, I don't like him.
So, but you're promoting love while you're hating a guy.
How can you support Trump? I just don't.
Because I want to save America, personally.
By how? By
Well,
being-
here's
are
my
you
thing.
just
Here's my
being
thing. How about this?
mean towards women?
How about this? Oh, my gosh. Here's the thing. There are bigger issues than Trump's rhetoric. Bill Clinton is a rapist, so if you vote for Hillary Clinton, you're putting a rapist in the White House again.
Consensual.
But here's consensual. He settled multiple rape cases, sir. But here's my
And
thing.
he's not running for president. I believe this is Hillary.
Do you want a rapist in the White House?
Hillary is running for
Do
president.
you want a rapist in the White House?
Hillary is running for president.
So is Bill not going to go to the White House then?
Bill will be in the White House, but Hillary.
So do you want a rapist in the White House?
Donald Trump would be in the White House if he won.
Do you want a rapist in the White House?
Hillary is running for president.
You're not answering the question. Do you want a rapist in the White House?
Bill is not a rapist.
Settled multiple rape
Hillary
cases.
is running for president. What do you not get about that?
Do you want a rapist in the White House?
Hillary is running for president.
Won't answer the question.
This is an issue about Bill. This is.
Well, you made it an issue about women. You made it an issue about women. So if you're going to call out Trump's rhetoric against women, why don't you call out Bill's actual rape?
Because Bill has nothing to do with this election. This is Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump.
Bill has nothing to do with this election. He's campaigning for Hillary. He's Hillary's wife.
We're not talking about
Can I
Trump's
say something,
wives.
please?
Go ahead.
This should be about Trump's policies versus Hillary's
I agree.
policies. Yet, videos are being released that are showing what type of man Donald Trump is. Specifically, I'm referring to the video from 2005.
What do you think about the email leaks that show who Hillary really is?
I don't care. Hillary, listen, Donald Trump said on this video that he likes kissing pretty women and that.
You don't?
Sir, can I finish?
You like kissing ugly women?
Excuse me. Can I finish my statement, please? Thank you. I don't appreciate that either.
All right, well.
What I was saying was, Donald Trump said on the video, you can grab a woman by their pussy. Do you support that? Because you just said you support Donald
I support
Trump.
his policies.
But how can you say you support Donald Trump?
Hillary Clinton has said racist things, said that she's called black people super predators. Why don't you talk about that? Email leaks have shown how Hillary Clinton has called her own supporters dumbasses.
Donald Trump
Like
has
you.
said that Mexicans are rapists and murderers.
Never
that are
said that.
coming into the
Never
country.
said that. He said illegal immigrants, sir.
Illegal immigrants that are coming into the country are
That's
rapists
right.
and murderers.
Yes, there are dozens of cases, hundreds even, of illegal immigrants raping or murdering citizens. That's a fact.
I think there are more Americans raping and murdering people.
So just because rape happens, we should just let it go on in more abundance?
No, we shouldn't.
Well, that's your logic.
But Donald Trump is saying that all Mexicans are rapists and murderers. How
Never said that. Literally never said that.
How can you generalize a population like that? How can
Hillary
you
Clinton said half of Trump voters are deplorables, and he's sitting here quoting a quote that never even existed, never happened.
So why don't we talk about banning all Muslims from the country while we're at it?
Well, we are in a very. Do you think radical Islamic terror exists?
Yes.
Okay, so you wouldn't want a vetting process at all for people coming here from Muslim countries that hate our way of life?
Donald Trump said we should ban Muslims. all
Didn't answer the
Muslims
question.
From entering the country.
Not forever, he said, until we figure out what's going on. Terrorist attacks
How
have been
can you do
happening in this
to an entire
country.
Group of people?
Do you want to stop terrorism?
I would love to stop terrorism.
So don't you think we should maybe vet people coming from these areas?
How can you do that? That's stopping an entire race.
Are you aware that ISIS has said they will infiltrate the refugee program with militants? Are you aware of that?
No.
So does that change your mind?
No.
So you want ISIS here?
I really don't want ISIS here.
I just tricked you, and that's what you said.
No, I don't want ISIS in our country.
Do you want to
can't
vet the
stop
refugees?
entire Muslim
Here's the
population
thing. Donald Trump has,
from
here's
coming
a
to our
policy,
country.
here's a policy. Donald Trump has proposed safe zones in these areas so we don't just have to bring them here unvetted. What do you think about
I
that?
think that stopping an entire group of people, an entire race, sounds awfully familiar to.
Even if we're at war? Even if we're at war?
I don't know. That sounds a lot like 1945.
Have you ever read the Quran?
No.
What do you think about what it says about women?
As a Muslim American, what do you think the Bible says about women?
I'm sorry, are there Christian terrorists killing people?
Yes, there are.
Really? Really? Oh, okay. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Hey. I want to tell you, I challenge anyone here, there's probably about 30 people, find me one story of someone saying praise Jesus and then killing someone. Find me one. Find me one. Find me one.
Somebody kills an abortion provider every single time. Someone
What?
kills an abortion provider every single time.
I don't know what she's talking about.
The shooting of the abortion clinic recently. Just because they don't say praise Jesus right before it, it is religiously motivated, as she said.
Okay,
And
so
regardless, that's not the point.
so
We
is
have
anyone
shootings
so
every
no one's
day
going
in
to
the
find
United
so no
States
one's
that
going
are
to find the
not
story
related
of someone yelling praise Jesus and killing any because it doesn't exist.
Praise Jesus.
Why do they have to say
Okay, man, this is amazing. You guys are tolerant of terrorism. It's really a shocking thing. I don't understand it. You don't think Islam needs a reformation? Do you think Islam needs a reformation?
No, I think the Middle East needs a reformation. Okay, I agree that there is problems in the Middle East, and I agree that there's a problem with radicalization in Islam.
And I would even agree that it's mostly us to blame.
Okay, but the point is,
Hillary versus Trump. I don't like Hillary either. Is that what you want to hear? Like, I'm not.
Are you going to vote Hillary?
no.
Are you going to vote Hillary?
Of course.
Of course, you're proud of that?
Yes, I am.
So you want a rapist in the White
What
House?
did you say to me?
Hillary's not a rapist.
Hello guys, SJW Central here. I am autistic by self-diagnosis. I identify as demiqueer Triglikin attack helicopter. My pronouns are Z, Zer, chopper inbound. I'm a Middle Eastern Jew from Israel. My grandparents originate from Morocco, Libya and Tunisia, so I'm a person of color. I grew up in a poor urban city, and in 3 more months I would become a non-combative IDF veteran. I was literally raped when the army forcefully recruited me